Hey agave lovers. Today, let's talk about Agave Parryi Truncata. We're going to, just a quick video today of planting this Agave Parryi Truncata on this side of the property. I'll show you in a little bit the other side of the property where I have a lot of these mixed in with the golden barrel cactus. I think it looks really nice together. I don't have any a truncata on this side, so I wanted another one to border the driveway at the corners as I do on the other side. So I did have another agave in here, but it didn't do too well in full sun. So these do great in full sun. It's just about the same size as the other one I have over there, maybe about a year apart. So it'll do well in this spot here. So yeah, let's get started. I already have my hole dug. It was already here from the last agave I had. And a lot of this is lava rock mixed in with a little bit of organics, probably only about 20% organics, and the rest is lava and some DG, decomposed granite. So let me move this lava rock out of the way so you can see a little bit better. What we'll do first is get her plant ready. Alright. Get a little bit more soil out of this hole. Some soil will go into the hole from this pot here. So what I want to do is try to loosen it up the best we can before we remove it. I've done this a few times. All right, the root ball is in good shape. A lot of lava already there, and it is about the depth that we need to go already. So we'll just set this right in. Whoa, try not to fall over. Just like so. And what I need to do is line it up with the other one. You probably can't see, but I've got a seam in the driveway, and it needs to be a little bit south of the seam. So I'll get this adjusted in the right spot. And I also need to get it to the right depth. Right now it's sitting just a little bit low. And yeah, this is a good spot here. We're just gonna start putting in the soil we already have. I probably won't need to use all of this that's already in here. I got enough here to work with, so might even have a little bit too much, but too much is better than not enough. Now we should be good. Well, besides the truncatas, I originally had filiferas here and here, but they bloom really quickly. So probably after 5 to 7 years, I had them from kind of the first agaves I had. I had Americanas and filifera in the yard first. And the filiferas I got were probably about this size, maybe a little smaller. And within 3 years, they bloomed. So that one bloomed, this one, and then I had one over there. So thought it was time to put something else in here. And since I already have a lot of truncatas in the yard, and I have so many on hand that I decided just to keep the theme going and go with some more truncata here. So I'm almost done with this here. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna give it some water. We have clouds today. Yesterday we had 45-mile-an-hour wind, and or actually 48-mile-an-hour wind and 70-mile-an-hour gusts. So today I've just been kind of fixing all the damage around the house. Had some tree branches break, and a couple of the pots in the greenhouses fell over. This excess stuff I'm just going to put in here, because I do have more than I need, thankfully. And I'll just reuse the rest of this soil on my other plantings. So usually I need this to kind of loosen up the root ball, but this came out of the ground on the other side of the property pretty recently. So the root ball kind of came apart pretty quickly. I didn't really have to pull anything apart, which was good. All right, agaves love this this coarse lava. The lava also has, it's porous, so it really holds some of the moisture in on these really hot days that we get here in Central Valley, California. So that little bit of water it holds is really important when it gets really hot. It doesn't hold too much, just enough. All right, let me get this lava into place. Make sure it's straight with this one. Yeah. So down the line here, you can kind of see a few of these here. I've got blue glows, different varieties, variegated. And ovatifolia, or whale's tongue agave. These are my Kalamata olives, Kalamata olive trees. And they're green still, but I'm gonna have a big harvest. I have 2 of them here, and I do harvest those every year. But back to agaves. This is just about done, and I think I'm ready to start watering it. All right. Okay. All right, well, that went pretty well. Normally I don't start planting agaves, moving stuff around until October, but yesterday we had a high of 65 and today a high of 70. So we have a couple of days upcoming that are in the 80s and 90s, but for the most part the heat is behind us. So this is Parryi Truncata, and it does really well in hot temps and cool weather. So I'm not too worried about anything happening the rest of the summer with too much heat. It's just not going to be enough to damage this plant at all. These things are really tough. They take a lot of changes in temperature, and we don't get huge changes here in California. I'm originally from Michigan, and the saying goes, you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. So here, our seasons are pretty mild with the exception of summer. It gets hot. Last couple of summers hasn't been too bad, so it's been really thankful. It cools off at night, which is the most important thing. We can open the windows up and get some cool air in there. But also you can see these trails I have here. I'll show more with videos to come, but in Michigan growing up, we played outside every day. We grew up kind of in the woods, and we had a place called the Trails, and I wanted to create my own trails here in California as kind of a reminder of don't grow up too fast, don't grow old. And My kids are still pretty young, so they have to be supervised out here in the front yard. Backyard is child friendly, but out here, don't let them play by themselves out here. And when they use the trails, they're with mom and dad. So um, yeah, my pets are in the backyard too. They don't come out in the front yard. So all is good. Let me give this Parryi some water, and we'll be good to go. Here we go. I'm gonna give it a nice drink. I get a lot of questions about watering, how often you should water. Well, it's always kind of hard to answer because it really depends on where you live, what zone you're in, what kind of what plants you have, and just your watering habits in general. Typically in the summer when it's really hot, like 90 plus, I water once, maybe twice a week. In the winter, starting in November, actually towards the end of October, I don't water at all. I don't water any of these plants out here. Of course, I water in the greenhouse occasionally, the potted plants in there, but for the most part, I don't really do much watering at all in the fall and winter and early spring. I water occasionally March through April, and then as soon as we start hitting the hot months in May, June, then I'm going to be watering once, and then July, August, I'm going to be watering twice a week, usually midweek and then on Sundays. Right now I'm starting to taper the water because it is cooling off, and just going to give this one a drink. I'm not going to water the rest of these plants until Sunday. And today it's Monday, so we got some time before we do that. All right, gave this one a nice watering. Clean up over here with a little bit of water. Not to get you wet. All right. All right, I'll give you a look here. There we have it. Agave Parryi Truncata in a new place, new home, happy home. Let me show you some of the other ones. All right, we just finished watering here, and here's the Parryi Truncata we just put in. And if we go across the driveway here, and you can see the other one on the opposite side. And out front here, we have a lot of Parryi Truncata. So let me show you one of the first ones that went into the ground here. I think this has probably been here about 5 years, maybe 2019, 2018, and a few more up here on this mound. They do put a lot of offsets out, so I do pull them out when they are a bit too close to the sidewalk or the other plants there, and either sell them in my Etsy shop. Check in the description. I do have a link to my Etsy shop there with a lot of plants available. The variegated ones go quickly, so I do post to my Instagram when I do upload new plants. And here's a look. Let me widen out here. Here's a look at more of the Agave Parryi Truncata mixed in with the golden barrel cactus. I think it's a really nice combination together. Oh, here we go. We're losing our sunlight, but we can still see. A few more Truncata. We're just coming out of the really hot period of summer, so everything is a little sunburned and doesn't look too good, but within a month, this will all start to pop again with lots of color, and those deep blues will come back, and the terminal spines will redden up. Here we go, a little bit more sun. Yeah, there we go. Here's the truncata, and bordering the walkway here. And here's a few more. I'll come back to this one again. Yeah, you can see the spines there starting to redden up as we head into fall. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.